Okay, this is a quick video which I've made from the Manchester City against Newcastle United match the other day. City played a 4-4-2 and Newcastle played a 5-4-1, which seems to be quite a popular system at the moment. I'm just going to play this clip through. We can see there Rondon is the centre forward, with the four midfielders in line. And then we'll see the back five clearly in a line as well. So we've got Yedlin, Lascelles, Fernandes, Clark and Dummett. Newcastle United regain possession there and they play a ball forward into Rondon, who is their main striker. So as we know, they're playing a 5-4-1. As always, Manchester City have two high fullbacks, which are leaving Laporte and Stones 2 against 1. Mendy and Walker are coming back. Now, the transition which Benitez has asked his players to do is for Kennedy and Perez to get in between the centre-back and full-backs. So to make that run, forcing the full-backs inwards towards their centre-backs, which would obviously leave space by the wings. So Rafa's obviously highlighted that this is space which he wants to attack on the counter-attack, which, to be honest, isn't a bad idea, but I think Rondon has to hold this ball up. No matter what, he has to hold this ball up or win a foul. Because what you can't have is your two wingers and your two fullbacks bombing forward and for you to lose possession. So the two centre midfielders are coming up to back up Rondon. You want Rondon to maybe make a pass to one of these two, so that then you've got the four players who are bombing forward to at least have a pass into the space which they can run onto. These two midfielders are probably a little bit too close to Rondon, and when he actually loses the ball, they're going to just have three centre-backs at the back. So by being too close, City are able to filter that ball in between the two midfielders, and they're left 3 against 4. So you've got Mahrez, who's left-footed, Sterling, Aguero and Jesus. Clark, for me, he has to make this run here to slow down Mahrez. What he can't allow him to do is to have time to cut back inside onto his favoured left foot. By allowing him to cut inside, you've got the 3 Newcastle players all looking towards Mahrez, and no one's able to fix a mark on any of the players moving into the box. Mahrez should have scored anyway, but he could have easily just played a pass to one of the other 3 players coming in for a simple tap-in. We'll see that in this angle here. They make the counter. Mahrez picks up the ball. So like I said, Clark, for me, he's got to force Mahrez further away from goal, onto his right foot. Don't let him cut inside, because when he cuts inside, we've got problems. But if you can force him wide, and Lascelles and Fernandes have more time to get back and profile themselves so they can see the ball, which Mahrez will be obviously carrying, and the players who are moving into the box. Clark, unfortunately, lets him cut inside. If he had forced Mahrez to go down to the wing, then he would be playing that pass into there. And he would have also had more time for the 2 centre-backs to pick up positions. One near the front post to try and block off any cross. One towards the penalty spot, but they didn't. And he was able to cut inside and get a shot off, and they were pretty unlucky not to score here, Man City. The first warning in the game in the first few minutes, and in a minute we're going to see the actual goal, which Sterling did exactly the same. He cut inside and made a finish where they should have shown him why. Okay, this is the example I was talking about. Newcastle lose the ball, and here at this moment you've got 2 Newcastle players who have closed down Sterling, and all they've got to do is send him wide. But they don't, and they've let him cut inside, and then he's finished. So that was a few minutes after the opportunity which I just showed you. And this is another one, a few minutes later, where he's able to cut inside again. Another problem which I noticed Newcastle have got is that their defenders often put their hands up calling for offside. They need to react quicker, they need to stop putting their hands up, because the referees aren't going to give it anyway. Get back into position and force them wide. Again, here, defender puts his hand up, player is able to get in. You need to stop putting your hands up and calling for offside. You need to defend first and call or claim later.